Hola muchachos, welcome to the Visio. So today, we are going to be talking about why your shoulders aren't growing and how to fix it. So I'm sure most of us watching this right now would probably love to have a nice pair of freezer-like looking 3D delts. And when you first start training with calisthenics, it may seem like this is gonna be a breeze because in the beginning, it just seems like the muscle just keeps coming on week after week after week. But we all know the story that eventually the gains start to slow down and you may start to wonder, what's happening? Why aren't I getting huge? So because of this, guys, in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 reasons why your shoulders are probably not growing anymore. With the very first reason being, your workout is way too balanced. So you see muchachos, when you first start training, you definitely want your workouts to be balanced because it's gonna allow you to build a lot more muscle and also reduce the chance of injury. But if you're really trying to build some monstrous looking shoulders, this is not the best approach. And this is because as we build more muscle over time, we also need a lot more stress in order to keep growing. And also as a side effect, we also need a lot more recovery capacity in order to heal from that stress. Therefore, if we want to keep the gains coming, especially in our shoulders, it means we need to find a way to increase our work capacity. And one way that some people like to do this is to focus on taking some special vitamins.
Yeah! Woo! Time to get in that daily dose, man.
I gotta be honest, muchachos, that right there is not my speed.
Oh, by the way, muchachos, it's just tequila. Perfecto.
Because for me, how I prefer to increase my recovery capacity is to focus on something else that starts with an S, and that is to specialize. So muchachos, because our bodies have a very limited ability to recover, it definitely makes a lot more sense to hone in all that energy into our shoulders by increasing the intensity, frequency, and volume of our shoulder training, while at the same time slightly reducing those same variables for our other body parts. So by making our workouts slightly unbalanced for a short period of time, we're gonna give our shoulders the right amount of energy and attention that they need to really grow. And honestly, there are lots of ways to do this, but how I like to do it is to do full body sessions. And when I do them, I like to train about 3 to 5 times per week while hitting the shoulders very heavy at the beginning of the workout and then doing a little bit less work for the other body parts. But I also gotta say that even though specialization is very important, if you're making this other mistake, your shoulders are definitely not gonna pop, and that is not hitting all the heads. Again, muchachos, one thing we must understand about our shoulder is that it's not just one muscle, it's actually 3. Therefore, to make our shoulders really pop, it means that we need to make sure we hit all 3 heads in our training. And with the front head, you can hit them very well by doing all kinds of pushes like dips, and push-ups. While with our rail delts, they get hit very nicely when we do pulling movements like rows and pull-ups. But muchachos, I do have to say that even though those exercises are great for your rail delts, if you really want them to bulge, it is your best interest to also add in some isolation work like face pulls and reverse ring flies. Even though we just hit our front and our rail delts, if you really want to get that watermelon look, we need to focus on the side delts. And one of my favorite exercises for this is all variations of the handstand push-up. So muchachos, when it comes to shoulder training, variations of the handstand push-ups are a must in your routine because they work all the heads of your shoulders. But there's a caveat though, because unfortunately, some people, even when they do all these other exercises, they may still notice that their side delts are lagging. And if that's you, I hate to break it to you, but you might have to take a step into the dark side. So even though this is not a body weight movement, the dumbbell lateral raise is hands down the best exercise you can do for your side delts. So at this point, we now know that specializing your routine and making it a lot more shoulder heavy, while also hitting all the 3 heads, is going to increase your chance of growth. If you are making this last mistake, you're going to ruin all your progress, and that is not eating enough. This once again goes back to the whole recovery issue, because muchachos, one thing you must understand is that in order to build muscle, you need raw material. This means you want to set up your diet in such a way that you can gain about 1 to 2 pounds of muscle per month, especially when you focus your diet around clean sources of carbs, proteins, and fats. I know it's hard to believe, muchachos, but it really is that simple. If you want your shoulders to start growing, all you need to do is specialize on them for a short period of time, hit all 3 heads, and also make sure you maintain a slight caloric surplus. So give these 3 tips a go and watch your shoulders grow. And with that, guys, make sure to always strive to improve, even if it's just a little bit each and every single day. Kaizen. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.